Hey everybody, I wanted to just give you a couple of little stretches and a couple of little exercises for neck, shoulders, chest, mid, upper back area, places where we all experience pain and could use a little bit of strengthening as well. So this is less of a guided yoga practice and more of a series of postures and exercises and stretches that you can pick and choose from to place throughout your day. So let's get started. Find a comfortable place to sit or stand. Root down through your feet or your sitting bones as you sit up nice and tall. Then tilt your right ear towards your right shoulder. And this might already be quite a bit of sensation. If that's the case, totally fine. You can stay exactly as you are. You'll get tons of benefits just from staying right here. If you want a little bit more, take your fingertips in the right side and just rest them on the tip of the left ear. Now the key word here is rest. We're not pulling the head. We're not tugging anything. We're just resting. Shoulders are relaxed. Extend the left hand away from the body. Thumb is pointed up towards the ceiling. The palm is facing forward. If you want a slightly different sensation, you can flip the palm back, bend the elbow, and place the hand at the small of the back. So you're pressing the back of the hand against your low back here, focusing on pulling the left shoulder back and down. Really nice. And then when you're ready, keeping the pressure on the right hand really light, just drop your chin and your gaze down, almost as if you're looking into or past your armpit. Dropping the left shoulder. Nice, long, even breaths. Staying here as long as you need. And when you're ready, release both hands. Head comes back to center. Roll the shoulders and move to the other side. Wall clocks. So this is not necessarily a yoga posture or a yoga pose, but this is more of an exercise that you can do to get into your shoulder, chest area and kind of see where the sticky spots are. So all you need for this is just a wall. So get up next to the wall and bring your arm up to 12 o'clock, and you want to make sure that the feet are firmly rooted on the earth. The belly button is pulled in towards the spine. The shoulders are relaxed. So from here, you're at 12 o'clock. You might already start to notice some sensation. And then when you're ready and you feel good, move your hand back to 1 o'clock. Now notice if the back starts to arch or the belly button starts to give way, see if you can pull that back in. Okay? And then arm goes to 2 o'clock, and then 3 o'clock. And this is the one where I always really like to just stay here. And you can kind of use the pressure into the wall and pulling the opposite shoulder square to find sensation. And then you continue to 4 o'clock, and then 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock. And you take as much time as you need in each position. So we'll start here with just a couple of simple shoulder rolls. The idea of this sequence is to start to strengthen the muscles in between the shoulder blades, which is not an easy place to get to, but it's so crucial. So a couple of shoulder rolls. Inhale, shoulders roll up towards the ears, and then exhale back and down, really exaggerating this movement. Inhale, shoulders roll forward, up, exhale back and down. Good. Last one. Inhale, up and back and down. Good. Next step here is to extend your arms forward, palms face forward. You're peeling their fingers back towards your shoulders. Good. We're going to do the same exact movement. So inhale, roll your shoulders up. As you do this, you push forward, scrunch the shoulders up, and then exhale back and down. So we're starting to move from the center of the mid-back. Good. Inhale, roll the shoulders up. Exhale, back and down. I'll turn sideways so you can kind of see the motion here as well. Inhale, roll the shoulders up. And exhale back and down. Good. So you notice that we're starting to protract the shoulder blades as we roll forward and up, and then retract as we go back and down. Okay, so the next layer is to take this into your tabletop pose. So go ahead and get on all fours. We're just adding some resistance, but we're keeping the motion exactly the same. So press the top feet into the ground to start to activate a little bit of the belly. Wrists are right underneath the shoulders. Fingertips are spread wide, gripping into the mat. Good. On an inhale, press your palms into the mat. Push the mat away. Slide the shoulder blades away from one another. Protract the shoulder blades. Good. Inhale. Let the shoulder blades sink in towards one another. Good. Exhale. Protract. Push away. Inhale. Retract. Pinch the shoulder blades together. Good. Continue this on your own. Notice that this is not cat-cow. Right? We are not bringing a deep, drastic movement into the spine. We're simply just finding strength in between the shoulder blades. So it might be a really subtle movement here, and it might really burn. You might be sore tomorrow, and that's okay. So next, grab hold of your strap or whatever you have at home, and grab hold pretty wide V shape with the arms. And we want to make sure that the arms are nice and straight. The tops of the hands are pointed towards the ceilings, and we're pulling so that it's pretty taut in the center. Good. So as you inhale, reach your arms up and overhead, keeping the shoulders down, belly button in. Exhale, let the arms sink back behind you, keeping this center of the strap nice and taut. Good. Now we reverse. Inhale, lift up and overhead, shoulders stay down. And then exhale, release. Good. Now if you want a little bit more, you can choke up a little bit, bring the hands a little bit closer together. Everything stays the same though. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull back. Good. Inhale, reach up. Noticing any of the spots that are sticky or gooey or pulling or any of that stuff. Exhale, release down. Good, adjusting as you need. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Know that you're in full control here, so you can lessen or intensify the sensations as much as you need. Okay, so what you need for this one, a block or a block substitute, so maybe a book, and then a ball of any kind, whatever you have at home, whether it's a yoga tune-up ball or a tennis ball, lacrosse ball, golf ball, whatever you have is totally fine. Dog toy, it all works. So find your collarbone on one side and follow it all the way to the center, to that space where it almost wants to drop off, and then go right underneath that and place your ball right there. Okay, so you might already start to notice that there's a little bit of tenderness there. You'll take your block and place it right on top of the ball, and then you can hold on to the ball or onto the block with both hands. So know already you can adjust the pressure here. And then you can start to slide the block to the side so that the ball starts to slide all the way along the bottom of your collarbone, starting to massage this space. And take it slowly so that you can really be aware of all of the spaces that are a little bit gooey. Finding any knots, and you can get a little bit playful with this, and maybe you start to make circles getting into the pec area. Taking as much time as you need here. And then eventually you'll remove the ball and you'll go to the other side. Okay, so here we're getting into child's pose. So big toes together, knees come apart. Sink your hips back towards your heels. If they don't quite meet your heels, a block or a pillow works just fine. And then when you're ready, stretch the arms out long, let the belly melt. Forehead touches the earth or a block. Start to pull the fingertips forward, maybe just an inch more, and then relax the forearms and the elbows down to the ground. Just letting this be a passive a passive child's pose. Good. And if it feels okay, root your elbows into the ground, bring your palms together to touch, and pull your thumbs back to the nape of your neck. If this feels really good and you want some more, you can intensify this by sliding some blocks or books underneath the elbows. Broken wing pose. So I'm going to face you to get you into this posture, and then I'll flip over to the other side so you can see what it looks like from the back. So you'll slide onto your belly, lengthen your feet out behind you, come all the way down, and you'll want to extend the right arm out to the side, palm facing down. Right cheek is also on the mat. Okay? The left hand is underneath the left shoulder. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, push into the left hand as you roll onto your right side. And there will be a point where your right shoulder and chest starts to say, that's enough. And that's where you stop. Good. So you can use this top foot as a kickstand maybe in front of or behind your bottom leg. Totally up to you. Okay, so I'll flip over so you can see from the back. Good. Now, if you're noticing any tingling or shooting sensations in your extended hand, that's normal, but we want to get rid of that. So wiggle your hands down towards your hips to make this just a little bit less severe. If you're wanting a little bit more sensation, you can reach your top hand up towards the sky. And as if it had a heavy stone in the palm of your hand, you can start to heavy that hand back behind you. Maybe eventually bending the elbow and resting the hand on the ground behind the small of your back. Nice, deep, even breaths. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that it was helpful. If you have questions, if you want more of this, if you have requests, go ahead and comment below so that I can see, and then subscribe to this channel. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and you can find out about future events through our website at thetotalshift.com. I'm Kat from Total Shift Yoga and Soundbath, and I can't wait